Hey YouTube, sorry my video was frozen at the beginning, but I don't feel like starting it over, so I'm just gonna keep on going. So in this video, I want to talk to you about some new slash old things that I've been trying, but I'm reusing them, going back to some old products. I got a few new products, um, just some things that I've been using and trying for the past couple of weeks, and kind of just a little update on my life. Yeah, well, we'll say that. So first thing is you'll notice that in the background there's pictures above the bed and that I actually made the bed up. So I'll do this so you can see. So this is the guest room in my house. And as you guys know, I've been saying that my parents, my old bedroom in this house, my parents sold my bed, put a futon in there and like made it like an office study area for my younger sister. So it's not really a room anymore or like a bedroom. It's more of like an office, study area, lounge, hangout room because it doesn't have a real bed. It just has a futon that can fold out into a bed, but most of the time it's folded. But yeah, I don't really have a room here anymore, so I stay in the guest room. And they recently did some decorating and stuff, and there's some cool pictures around. I just wanted you to see this area because I really love it. I love the tree and I love the two plants because they have green in them, and green is my favorite color. And the bed looks so pretty all made up, you know, with all the pillows and stuff. It's not organized exactly how it would be if somebody were coming over right now because I'm about to get in it after I make this video. But I just wanted you to see that this is new. And I have, let's go into the first product that I've been trying slash using a lot this past month. And that would be this candle right here that I have burning in the background. It smells so good. It's called Cozy Quilt, I believe, is the name of this candle. It was a gift from one of my best friends from middle school. And it's just a beautiful candle if you look at the colors and stuff. It's just really, really pretty. This is 100% natural light. It's almost like a crystal. And it's darker orange red and it fades up into a lighter orange into yellow. And it's just so beautiful. It smells so good. And it just makes me feel happy. As you can see, I really like orange. I like bright colors. So I really love this candle, the way it smells. And every time I burn it and use it, you know, it makes me think of Naziha. That's the name of the friend that got it for me. And just all the memories and the fun times I had when I lived in Hawaii. So I really have been loving this candle. And I wish I knew the company so I could recommend it to you guys. It's a great buy because this is like one of their like super scented candles. So even when it's not burning, when it's not lit, it still gives off an aroma and still makes your room or your house smell absolutely amazing. And it's also beautiful. So even if it's not on, you're still getting that scent factor that a lot of people buy candles for without burning it or having to distort the shape of it because you know when you burn it, it melts down and the center is going down and it's uneven now, but it's still beautiful to me. So I love that candle. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is my iPhone. So if you guys know, before I had an iPhone 5C in the coral bright pink color, but last week I've never done anything like this before. Last week I got really mad at my ex-boyfriend and he said something that made me so upset that I took my phone, which I paid for, so I don't feel bad because I paid for it. I just took it and I threw it at the ground and smashed it, and it's in multiple pieces now. So I had to get a new phone, and I've been going through a lot emotionally. I have seasonal depression, and it comes in the summertime because I don't. For the past 5 summers, I've been living in South Carolina, and I don't really have any friends here, so I get really sad. That's enough about that. So my parents were like, "Oh, well, you need a new phone," and I'm not really making as much money as I normally do because I have a new job and they're not giving me a lot of hours because of course it goes in order by one, who's been there the longest, two, who needs the hours. So people with kids and stuff get more hours than I do because I'm just a college student. So anyway, my parents were like, okay, we'll get you a phone, we'll buy you a phone. And they got me an iPhone 6 in this beautiful OtterBox that is my two favorite colors, which is green and blue. And then, well, two of my three favorite colors, green, blue, and purple. But they got me an iPhone 6, and This is what it looks like. It's very large. I'm still getting used to it. Even though I had an iPhone 5C, I don't know, every phone to me is just different and new. So this is one thing that I've been using for the past couple days. I've only had it, I think, for 2 days. I got it on Friday. Yeah, I got it Thursday evening because I had to go take the Praxis. Yeah, so I got this Thursday evening and today's Monday, so I've had it for a few days. And I really, really like it. My sister and I love the slow-mo feature that is in the camera settings, and it allows you to make a video and then it like slows it down way slow. We made some hilarious videos that are on my Instagram and on my Facebook if you follow me on either of those. So I've really been enjoying this phone and having fun with it, and because it has none of my pictures in it, I kind of like that because it's like I'm starting new, I'm starting fresh, and leaving all my exes in the past and behind me. There are some pictures I wish I did have on this phone, but the other phone is not completely destroyed. So when I choose to get it fixed to where you can use the screen, then technically I can get those photos transferred to this phone. But right now I'm not worried about it. I just like having this nice blank slate. I'm very thankful to my parents, to my dad for getting it for me. And I will not slam this one on the ground in anger because I didn't pay for it and it does not technically belong to me. It belongs to my father and he's just letting me use it. That's the same thing with my car. So that's my philosophy on things that your parents buy you, even though it's yours. They're just letting me use it. Technically it belongs to them because I'm not paying for it. So yeah. Except for my college education because I'm doing the work for that, even though they're paying for it. But anyways, moving on. So that's one thing I've been loving and really excited about. It matches my nails. And yeah, I really enjoy this iPhone 6, and I probably just keep this phone for the rest of my life because I don't like using new things because it's hard to figure out and I'm not that great with technology. So that is that. The next things are all makeup related. So let's start with this sunscreen base. So I did a fashion show a few months ago and I got a whole bunch of samples of things. And I wanted to try them out, of course, because free samples. So I have this Nature Bissé. I think that's how you say that. It has a little accent over the E. Bissé. And this is a Barcelonan. Is that the right word? Barcelonian company. It says Barcelona on it. And this is their Diamond White Oil-Free Brilliant Sun Protection Broad Spectrum SPF 50 PA+++. And this is basically just a tinted luminous, like luminizing sunscreen, and it's SPF 50, and I live in South Carolina, so it's very, very hot. And so I wanted to try this out, even though I knew it wouldn't be my color. It is super pale, but I was like, well, I can put it underneath a foundation, kind of like a base. So let me swatch for you what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the tip of my finger, and I'll put it on my hand so you can see the color. As you can see, it's almost coming off white on my skin. It is very, very pale. And when you apply it to your face, it leaves your face very ashy looking because it is too light for my skin. But I will say that if I want a more dewy look or a more luminous look, when I wear this underneath my foundations for about 2 hours, it looks amazing. And then all of a sudden I get super duper 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 oily. So I kind of have to use this sparingly and only when I'm going out for a couple hours and I just feel like looking luminous. Or if I'm going to shoot a video and I want to be luminous. Or if I'm doing maybe a photo shoot, I might use this underneath a foundation. But overall, I like what it does to my skin, and I like that it has such a high SPF because I need the protection for my skin, especially with my acne scarring and stuff. I don't want that to get any worse because it's been getting a lot better over the past few years. So that's one thing I've been trying out. Another thing I have recently gone back to, and I'm sure you've heard of, is Mom Milk of Magnesia. And not for stomach cramps or constipation or whatever people use this for. This can be used as a makeup primer. So I've been using this to prime my makeup because it's starting to get very, very, very hot here in South Carolina, meaning in the 90s and up, with heat indexes in the hundreds degrees and up. So when the heat index gets that high, um, the hotter it is, the more oil my face likes to produce. And so to prevent my makeup from completely slipping off and to prevent it from getting way, 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 way too oily, I've decided that I'm going to start using this every now and then during the summer for days when I really need my makeup to last and I know that I'm going to be outside for extended periods of time. Did the doorbell just ring? I think the doorbell may have just rung. I'm not sure. So yeah, Milk of Magnesia makes a great makeup primer for you oily girls that have issues with your makeup just slipping off and just being super shiny grease ball. So yeah, I've been loving that recently. I tried out a new mascara that I've never used before, and this is the e.l.f. Studio Waterproof Lengthening and Voluminizing Mascara, and this is the packaging that it comes in. Like this, and the mascara just sticks down in here. It would be on the side. Inside, you'd see it peeking through like that. And I actually really, really like this mascara. I believe it was only $1 or $3, and I have it in the color black, of course. And it says, achieve thicker, fuller, and longer lashes that are beautiful and natural. Unique formula is clump-free and quick drying. Last all day with no smudging and no flaking for waterproof lashes that uphold against sweat, tears, and humidity. And so far, so good. The only time it flakes is when you're trying to take it off. Like when you're really trying to take it off. Not like if you like go like this or you have something in your eye, but when you're trying to take your makeup off to go to bed or whatever, is the only time that it flakes. And it kind of like flakes off in little pieces. And I did lose 1 or 2 lashes, which kind of alarmed me because that's never happened to me before when I was trying to remove waterproof mascara. But overall, I do really like it, and I'll show you the wand. It looks like your typical mascara wand. I really like it. I used it today on my lashes, and I really like it. I like it for my bottom lashes as well. I just didn't apply a lot like I could have. But overall, I really do enjoy this mascara, and I'll probably repurchase it, to be completely honest, if I can find a Target, if I ever go to Target. Target is like 35 miles from my house, so I have to go to another city to go to Target. But that's besides the point. Moving on, I have 3 foundations that I have been recently trying out and using that have been in my recent pictures. I'm wearing probably one of these 3 foundations, except yesterday I was wearing the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. But one that I wanted to go back to and try is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse in Cocoa Dark 3, and that's what that looks like. And this is my perfect skin match, which is one reason I have been loving Maybelline foundations, is because it matches my skin perfectly, and I use my Real Techniques Expert face brush to apply this, and I just love this foundation. It looks so good. It doesn't even really need to be set with a powder. It just gives like a nice, fresh, natural finish to your skin that I love. I've been loving this mousse. It's like a moussey, creamy foundation. You can watch some more reviews on it. I have some older videos that I reviewed about it, but this is what it looks like, the packaging. And this, I believe, runs between $8.99 to $9.99, so $9 to $10, but I really do believe it's worth it, and it lasts a really, really long time. I've had this one for over a year. I've had it for over a year, and I really, 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 really like it. I have nothing bad to say about it. It is a little messy because it is a mousse when you're applying it, so that's why I like to use a very dense brush like the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, because I can really pack the product onto the brush to where when I pull it out of the product, the brush out of the product, I know it's not gonna like crinkle off or crumble off, not crinkle, crumble off, because it is like a mousse. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear my stomach, it's growling even though I just ate, but I really do love this foundation. Another foundation from Maybelline that I've been loving is their Super Stay Makeup Microflex Formula 24-hour wear, and I have Cocoa, which is the darkest color. I think it's Cocoa 3, just like this other Maybelline foundation. So I've really been loving these two because they are a perfect skin tone match for me right now. And I really, really love this foundation because it's long lasting. It matches my skin. I don't need a lot. And the claims for this one are that it withstands heat, sweat, and humidity. No transfer, won't rub off, flexible, breathable, all-day comfort, oil-free, non-pore clogging, suitable for all skin types. And I really do think that this is true. If you live in a hotter, more humid climate like I do, being in South Carolina, I would definitely recommend that you use this, especially if you have oily skin. And I just love how this looks on my skin. I love how it feels. I love that it's long lasting. And I have just been loving Maybelline foundations because I don't have to mix the colors or try and correct it by using a lighter or a darker powder. Like, it's just it for me. It's just the perfect skin match. So I've been loving both of these and I have no complaints. And I just love wearing them. Another foundation, the one that I'm actually wearing right now on my face, is from Milani. Surpriser, right? Surprising. So you can see this one. And this is their cream to powder foundation. And I have the color caramel brown. And another thing I love about this one is that this is a perfect skin tone match for me too, I feel. Of course I have some contour and highlighting on, so you don't see just the plain straight flat color. But I feel like this matches my skin so perfectly. This is what it looks like. It has a mirror on the top, just so you can see that. I'm going to cover it. And this is what it looks like up close. It is a cream, and it has a little sponge underneath that I used to use, but I haven't used it lately. And it has like, the packaging is really pretty too, and it has like little vents for the sponge so that it can get air and not get moldy or anything like that. And I've had this foundation for over a year as well, and I forgot that I hadn't, and I found it today, and I was like, I'm going to try that out, even though I'm in a rush and I was running late to something. But like I said, I have the color number 3, Caramel Brown. And the great thing about Milani is that they are specifically made for women of color. It's a company for women of color. So they have foundations for women who are Pacific Islander, Hispanic, Latina, Caribbean, African, African American, Indian, subcontinental, Asian, Middle Eastern. You can probably find your color, and I love that about Milani products. And I love their lipsticks, but I also really do love this foundation. The only thing I have to say that I don't like about this foundation is that it takes a very long time to actually set to a powder. And I use it applying my, I apply it using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Not face brush, Expert Face Sponge, Beauty Sponge. You know, the Real Technique sponge, that's orange. I use that to apply this because it is a cream, and it goes on really nice with a sponge, and that's what I have on today. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's not a matte finish. This isn't a matte finish. It's more of like a skin-like dewy finish, and it takes a really long time to set to a powder, like I said. So that means it transfers super easy. So I really have to like pack on the powder so that it doesn't transfer too much. But it is more of like a luminous, dewy foundation. But I love how it looks on my skin, especially when I'm all greased up and cocoa buttered, baby oiled up, because it's not like matte face and then glowing, shiny body. It flows naturally with the natural shine of the rest of my skin. And I'm touching my face so that you guys can kind of see how it transfers. That's the only thing I don't like about this is the transfer. Even though I've set it with the powder, now that I've had it on for a few hours, my oils have been coming through, and I've been patting my face, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but my fingertips are tinted brown right now. You can see it more on this hand than this hand, but yeah, my fingertips are tinted brown because this does transfer very easily. So that's the only thing I don't like about this foundation, but I do like the finish, even though I'm more of a super matte face girl because I am so oily. It is actually pretty long wearing, but you are going to have to blot quite a bit if you are oily and you try out this foundation. I know that Jackie Aina has all of these foundations in all the colors, and she still hasn't tried it out, but she said she's going to try it out soon, so I would look out for her review on it. But for me, I really have been enjoying it. mostly because the color looks so good and I love the finish that it has for when I do not want to be a super matte face. And those are all my new product reviews and little updates about me and what's been going on. So now I'm going to take a nap, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I may have some more tutorials coming today. I wanted to film a tutorial on this look, even though it's really easy, really simple. But like I said, I was running late, and I call this look the Dominique look. Dominique is my younger sister. And this is basically her signature makeup look is gold eyeshadow and a really bold, big wing liner. She loves her wing liner. She wears it every day. I'm not really a big fan of it, but we get mistaken for twins all the time, so I kind of actually wanted to look like her twin today, just to be funny. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. That's all I have to review and say in this video. And like I said, I'll have some makeup tutorials coming up and maybe some... I'm kind of sad because I had all my devotionals in my other phone that I had like planned out to share with you guys. Maybe some devotionals. I don't know. Just keeping you guys updated. This video is getting kind of long now. Kind of rambling. I'm kind of tired. So yeah, I'm going to take a nap now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, YouTube.